comparing one from the other, I personally were to choose it. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Smashbrush. So on my previous upload, I did a full video all about the new Jeffree Star Magic Star Concealer. I did a review, a wear test, just my opinion and things like that, which by the way, I also wanted to take this moment to say thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart for all the love that you guys gave me and all the positivity. It is so awesome. But I did notice that I left one of the questions kind of unanswered, and that is if the all-new Magic Star Concealer beats the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. And to be honest, I still really don't know the answer, just because I haven't try to nitpick or compare them side by side. I have been using the Magic Star Concealer for now the past week and a half, basically daily, and I have to say I still love it so much. And sometimes we kind of get caught up on new products that we forget about our old ones. So for today's video, I will be doing a side-by-side comparison of the two concealers, and I might step on some toes only because I know there are so many people who love Jeffree Star and his products, but at the same time, there's also so many people that hold Tarte Shape Tape Concealer as their holy grail product. So if this is a video that you're interested in, then just keep watching. And without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so now that we are up close and personal, we can basically go ahead and start. To be fair, I did also moisturize on both sides. I let it sit there for a while to give both concealers a fair shot. So what I'm going to be doing is applying the concealer straight through without any corrector underneath. I personally love correctors and I use them for both. However, I know that not everyone likes to use correctors, or not everyone really cares to use for correctors. So I do want to show you how it would look like if you were to just use this concealer on its own. Okay, so on my right side, I'm going to go ahead and apply the Jeffree Star Magic Star Concealer. Yes, I know from my previous video, I did not have to double apply or double dip. I double dip just because it's just a force of habit, and I'll probably do it again this time around just because I really like to. It's just a little more satisfying. But I applied it on twice just because I personally like extra coverage. So for this time, I'm going to be applying both products twice. So using my sponge, I'm going to go ahead and blend this out. Okay, so what do we know about the Jeffree Star Concealer? So one, I am using the shade C9, which is a more brightening shade for me rather than something that's a little bit more closer to my foundation tone. I chose that color because I truly love brightening, and I hate this part right here when it gets really dark. We also know that this formula is a lot more thin, but it is still full coverage. Before I apply this the second time, I'm gonna go ahead and apply the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is gonna be in the color light medium. By the way, if you see a little thing right there, that is literally my skin. I think I just have a little piece of skin growing or something. I don't know. It's been there for a while now. Now I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out. Ooh, this is toughy right now. Tuffing. Tough. This is a tough decision right now. I mean, just because at the moment they are both covering basically exactly the same. I wouldn't be able to tell a difference right now. So what I can tell you about the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer is that I know the consistency of it is a little bit thicker, which I know a lot of people do love that. And I know it dries down a little bit more matte compared to this one. So let's go ahead and do the second coat on this side, just because I love full coverage. I love brightening. Okay, so both coats are on, and this is crazy right now because they are both covering just as much. And normally I wear a corrector underneath, so you might see a little bit seeping through. Right now I'm kind of just giving it time. I want to see like if one will crease faster than the other, but I will tell you right off the bat, this one definitely feels heavier, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. That's just me kind of like pointing things out to you. That way, if you are like trying to decide whether to get one over the other, you'll kind of like have your facts like laid out, you know, and then you can really decide what you want to pick. So baby, he doesn't know which side is which. I just kind of want to see his point of view. So what do you think so far?
I feel like this one just shows a little more of your imperfections.
But you can't take into account like these little things right there.
Okay.
Just look at like the coloring.
But why does this one look so smooth?
This side?
Yeah. Your right side looks like smooth, I'll say.
Here, how about you look at me like front? They're pretty close in color and stuff, right?
Yeah, but if I were to go for one, it'd be the right side.
This side?
Yeah, because, I mean, you applied them both the same way, right? Like,
Like same amount, same technique, everything.
I don't know. It looks softer, smoother, more covered.
Guys, so far he's going for the Jeffree Star one. I haven't set them. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The Tarte Shape Tape so far, it's not that it doesn't cover, but I think it shows more texture. If I had to assume right now, I can't say anything. Like I can't really conclude to like which one is better than the other, but as of right now, I know that Tarte dries out matte. And for my specific skin, my skin's already dry, so matte isn't exactly that well. Meanwhile, this one's like, you know, hydrating, it's anti-aging, so it looks really nice and smooth. So I'm gonna do a setting. I'm gonna set it like with powders and stuff, and then you can tell me later. Okay? Thank you.
No problem.
Okay guys, so I let time pass by because I wanted to see like how the creasing is without any powders, without any setting powders or baking or anything like that. So I will say that my Tarte Shape Tape did start to crease, but just a little bit, nothing too crazy. Yeah, this one just started creasing a little bit more than this one. I mean, this one hasn't creased at all. I want to say I have equal amount of wrinkles on each, or just like, not wrinkles, but like fine lines. Slight creasing, nothing too crazy. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and start baking. So for this side, which is my Jeffree Star side, I'm going to be using his powder. And then for the other side, I'm going to be using my Cover FX setting powder because this has been my holy grail for some time now. So I am using the color beige. Okay, and I explained this in my previous video, but I don't like to bake for too long just because my under eyes are already pretty drying and I don't want this to like accentuate more like fine lines and things like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and just dust this off. Oh my god, that's the one thing I really don't like, the smell, and I think because it's so fine, it really goes like into my nose. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and set this side with my Cover FX translucent powder. This is in the shade Light. So now going in with my brush, I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this off because, well, yeah, I already told you. Okay, so now that I have finished baking on both sides, I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my face, put on some lips, finish the under eye part of my eyes, and I will be right back. Okay, and now I just finished completing my entire face. So I did my contour, I did my lips, and I brought in my hubby again to give me his opinion just because he's very particular and detailed with things. So he'll actually be able to tell me like, hey, this, and this looks this way. So what do you think, babe?
All right, so turn to the left.
Can I look up?
Yeah, you can look up. Turn to your right. Look at me. Funny how there's like a little shadow, but that's just probably your eyelash and the overcast of your hair. But
yeah, I know. Sometimes it sucks, like even when taking pictures, because it's like you'll see like a slight shadow, and then I'm here like, is it me? Am I going crazy or is this dark? Like,
yeah, but it's just like It's just your hair and the way the lights are pointing. Mm-hmm. But I definitely like the right side.
This side, the Jeffree Star side?
Yeah,
Wow.
because it's smoother. Yeah, it's just a lot more smooth. It's like you said, the whole aging thing. And on your left side, yeah, I don't know.
But you're not like looking into like these little skins,
no,
right?
I'm looking at the little.
My creasing, thanks. My old lady lines, wrinkles.
Yeah, your old lady lines.
But I have them
Coverage,
here.
I'm not gonna say that the coverage is any different.
No?
No, coverage is the same. It's just the Jeffree Star one looks smooth.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, because that's why I told you to look both ways. Because the same, when you look this way,
It looks the
it's clear.
same like this way?
Exactly.
No, when I look closer to you, this side looks smoother and that side looks more creased up.
Well, I'm gonna tell you guys my reason why I think, well, which side I like better and why, even though he kind of gave it away, but let me tell you why. Personally, I also like the Jeffree Star side. Not because one has more coverage than the other, because I think they are both really nice full coverage. They actually look super similar as far as coverage goes. It's just the texture that really is what makes the difference. On this side, yeah, it is totally smooth. I mean, yeah, you get to see like my lines a little bit. That's just the normal part. You know, concealer isn't meant to not show lines. The lines will show, but it's not supposed to accentuate them so much. As opposed to this side, I feel like it just shows a whole lot more, and I feel like I also see dryness like right around this area. Comparing one from the other, I personally were to choose a Jeffree Star. But now you also have to take into consideration my skin type. So I am more on the dry side. That is that I do my nightly and daily skincare routines. I do eye masks. I definitely take care of my skin. So unfortunately, my skin is just not blessed to be hydrated enough. So yeah, that is basically it, guys. So I'm gonna be back in a couple hours and show you how it wears down within a couple hours. I'm not too sure how my answer will change from that, but I still want to show you guys what it looks like at the end, and so I will see you guys soon.
6.5 hours later.
Okay guys, I am back and it is about 6-ish hours after I finished. I was like so close to taking off my makeup, and then I just remembered that I still had to show you guys like how this looked like. So this is what my concealer looks like after 6 hours. I personally think that this side is still so much more smoother. So I don't know if you could see, but even down here it's so much more smooth. And then here you could just see a little bit more, like just a little bit creasing. Don't worry about like this part right here. I think I just have like little skin tags growing out. It is what it is. But as far as like here goes, like I feel like I still see like some dryness. You know, personally for me, I think this is why the Jeffree Star side works so much better. So this is the Tarte Shape Tape side. And now I'm going to show you this side. I am by no means trying to like disown or say horrible things about Shape Tape concealer. Again, if you're just more on the dry side, you'll probably agree with me that this side is better. But guys, at the end, you know, you guys choose what you want to spend your money on. It's always better for you to review it yourself. I can try to say as many things as I can, and I'm not lying about it, but everyone's skin's different, so everyone will kind of react a little bit different. You know, there's different concerns. So I hope I was able to be as informative as I could with this video. You have no idea how many people have asked me this question. To be honest, both of these concealers are amazing, but they are two different formulas. One is more mattifying, one is a little bit more hydrating. That doesn't mean that the matte one is bad, just as the same way as like matte foundations aren't bad, but I don't choose matte foundations just because they don't work with my skin. So someone oily wouldn't go for something that's more dewy finish. So thank you guys so much for watching this video today, and I also want to give you guys a huge thanks for 2,000 subscribers. It means so much to me, and let's see what the future holds. If there's anything you guys would like me to review or do like a comparison of, please let me know down in the comments below. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below, and also turn on your notification bell. And also don't forget to follow me on Instagram. It is at Smashbrush _ at the very end. And that is basically it. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. I had lipstick on my teeth this entire time. Thanks, guys. Thanks.